I'm Allie.
I'm Ryne.
Callahans.
Yeah, we're the Callahans. This is our channel. Allison, what do you love?
You know what, Ryne? Not gonna lie. I really like Rick and Morty.
You like Rick and Morty? Okay, guys, well, season 4 of Rick and Morty is coming out soon. When is it? Well, we're excited. We're excited anyway. So what we're going to do, what we have planned for today, is Allison, right here, she's going to say Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. 1,000
Rick. Times.
Yeah, 1,000 times. So go ahead and give him a little
Sneak peek?
sneak peek.
Pickle Rick.
Oh, there you go. There's
Pickle Rick.
That's it.
Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick.
Okay, you're done. Alright, but yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Sorry, that was too
Should be
much.
fun. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick.
Wait,
Pickle Rick.
Allison, don't start yet. Hold on. Let's go.
Okay, well then get the clicker ready.
Sure.
Pickle. Pickle Rick. 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 Pickle Rick.
100.
Pickle Rick. 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 Rick. Oop. Pickle Rick. 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 Pickle Rip. Pickle. Pickle Rip. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rip. Pickle Rip. Rick. Pickle 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 Rick.
That's a good
Pickle
one.
Rick. Pickle 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 Rick.
Sounds so
Pickle
weird.
Rick. Pickle 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 Rick.
What's that?
Pickle Rick. 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 Oh my gosh. Pickle Rick. 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 Pickle. Oh my gosh.
Go down a couple right there.
Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Pickle. Oh my gosh. Pickle Rick. 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 Pickle Rip. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rip. Pickle Rip. Rick. Dang it! Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick, Pickle Rick, Pickle Rick, Pickle Rick, Pickle Rick,
Almost halfway.
Pickle Rick, 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 Pickle Rip, Rick. Oh my gosh.
Rip.
Pickle Rick, 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 Rick. Pickle Rick, 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 Pickle, oh, Pickle Rick, 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 Rick.
600.
Pickle Rick, 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 Pickle, Pickle Rick, Pickle Rick, Pickle Rick, Pickle Rick, Pickle Rick, Pickle Rip, Rick, dang it, Pickle Rick, 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 Pickle Rick.
You saying Picoric.
Am I really?
You got it.
Pickle Rick, 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 Pickle Rick,
50 more.
Pickle Rick, 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 Rick, Pickle 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 Rick. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rip. Rick. Pickle 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 Rip.
Good job!
Yay!
Wow. Wow. Need some water?
Yeah.
So, champ right here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Comment down below
Comment
if you
down
guys
below,
are
yeah.
excited for Rick and Morty season 4.
Coming out.